Hello, numbers, influencers. Ready? Let's go. 21% of consumers made an influencer-motivated purchase for the first time since the beginning of the pandemic in March. 25% said influencers who endorse brands shape their perceptions. 35% of US consumers said they had made an unplanned purchase based on something they saw on social media. I think we all know that. Well, not all of us, 35% of us. 40% of consumers said they're more likely to trust a brand that features an influencer they follow. Take a deep breath, there's more. 51% of consumers said they had bought a product or service after seeing it used or promoted by an influencer in the past 2 years. 36% of influencer following consumers are saying they follow a more diverse group of influencers than they did before the protests against racial inequality started in the summer. 32% of respondents saying they had purchased more products or services from businesses that are endorsed by influencers from different racial and cultural backgrounds. Now, there's an other side to this double-edged sword of working with influencers, as 65% of consumers are saying they would stop following an influencer who says or does something that doesn't align with their personal ethics and values. That's tricky. All of that and more is from a study that coupon company Valasys shared with Mobile Marketeer. Here's the article. And as we know how influencers have built meaningful relationships with consumers, which is at the core of good relationship marketing, we find these figures to be very helpful for anyone in B2C CRM. But still, there's plenty of evidence that influencer marketing is tricky, right? As opposed to other more traditional channels, consumers seem to be very polarized about it, either like it or hate it. Keep that in mind when working with influencers. It's not for everyone, but still, this space has been going through a lot this year in 2020, like many of us, but not just the pandemic and the recession, also TikTok. But as it seems, it's not going anywhere. And we'll send you off with this. At the beginning of the pandemic outbreak, we mentioned a list of huge companies that were launched during the previous economic recession, 2008, 2009. Here's a quick list from WhatsApp, here you go, to Venmo, to Groupon, to Uber, to Pinterest, to Slack, to Square, and more. Now, unsurprisingly, the Wall Street Journal is reporting, there you go, that applications for new US businesses are rising at the fastest rate since 2007 because of a mix of necessity and opportunity. What can it mean to your, well, unfortunately already existing brand? Just try new things, right? Tap into those same necessities and opportunities. And here's one recent example. Demand for breakfast cereal is up for the first time in a decade, because we're spending mornings in our kitchens instead of in line in a coffee shop. And so General Mills, maker of Cheerios, Lucky Charms, and Cocoa Puffs, among others, is moving fast to exploit that return to those similar flavors. According to a report by Robinhood, they are now going to do it in two main ways. Meaningful renovation, which means improving existing products, and relevant innovation, which involves combining existing products. I think you got the idea, but I hope you wrote that down. Meaningful renovation and relevant innovation. Bit confusing, but sounds like these two can become buzzwords. There's a test next week. That's it for this update.